Welcome everyone to your weekly reading. Before we get started, I am filming this on Valentine's Day and I just wanted to let you all know I love you. You are so loved and so appreciated here. I'm so happy you're here with me today. We're going to take a look at your week ahead. We're going to set an intention for the week. We're going to look at the astrology for the week, which, by the way, this is a pretty huge week for astrology. February in general is huge, but anyways, we're obviously going to go through some tarot and oracle and get all the details for you. So before we use our intuition, draw a card, and lay out a crystal to pick our group, let's set our intention. So what is something you would like to achieve this week? How do you want to feel? What do you want to experience? What do you want to manifest? Let's all take a deep breath in and out. And state out loud or in your mind your intention for the week. And we will light this candle, send it out into the universe, and let it burn all the way through. I decided not to use the winter. I had like a specific like candle holder for winter. I decided not to use that anymore, and I felt drawn to flowers. It's not officially spring yet, but I'm feeling the spring vibes. But anyways, okay, let's draw a card here, and you'll see that candle in your reading. I set it to the side for now. Let's draw a card for group number 1. For group number 1, we have card number 34, effort. Here's the image on it. Speaking of flowers. All right, and what is the card for group number 2? Spark. 12, did I say that? I was just thinking in my head, I'm like, wow, I feel like I just was sparking something. I mean, I didn't use matches, I used a lighter. Talking about flowers. It's like Spirit being funny right now. Okay, Spirit, what is the card for group number 3? Let's see. And then, ooh, this one's a mystery. Card number 13, mystery. Right, so maybe you're drawn right away to the imagery on the card or the number, but to help further, I'm going to lay a crystal out for each group as well. For group number 1, we have rhodonite. For group number 2, strawberry quartz. It's potentially raspberry quartz, but I think this is the strawberry one. They look very similar. This one's a little lighter. Strawberry quartz. And for group number 3, we have rose quartz. You can probably tell I'm feeling the vibe today. Feeling the love today. Okay. Group number 1, 2, and 3. You can pause the video if you need more time. Timestamps and chapters will be down below in both a pinned comment and in the description. Also there you'll find a link to my website, kittyrising.com, if you are interested in a private reading, as well as a link to memberships if you want to further support the channel and get more content from me. All right, let's talk about the astrology and then get into your readings. I forgot to mention, if you're watching this at a later time, the tarot readings are timeless. You can skip over this astrology portion, or if you're just not interested, you can skip ahead again. All the timestamps are below. But you guys, this is a big week, like I said. We're starting it off with a solar eclipse, new moon solar eclipse in Aquarius on the 17th. So Solar eclipse is basically like a new moon on steroids. Like there's a big reset, there could be a plot twist, a door closing and another one opening. So let's kind of break it down. In Aquarius, the themes are the future, community and friendships, the collective, technology, online life, social media, detachment from outdated roles and identity, and breaking free from the way it's always been. So Aquarius eclipses can often bring realizations like, I don't belong in this space anymore, or I'm ready to do something differently. I need more freedom. So you can expect to see some shifts here. You might not see it right away. This energy will affect us for the next few months. I think we'll definitely see a big collective shift for sure. I feel like there's a lot of shifts coming collectively in our world right now. But also like with the new or with eclipses, I mean, there's a lot of faded energy. Some people don't like to manifest because often, new moons, we think of setting intentions and manifesting. You still can, but it's really like fate's coming into play and the universe is stepping in. So it can be a little bit unpredictable. The following day, we have the sun entering Pisces. So we shift from Aquarius, which is that mental future focused energy, into Pisces, which is spiritual, emotional, intuitive. And by the way, happy birthday to my Pisces friends here. So Pisces season will bring us more sensitivity, more dreaminess, stronger intuition, more creativity, and it can sometimes make us require to have more rest, more softness in our life. And since this is coming right with the eclipse, the day after, it could be like, now let's feel into what this eclipse just awakened. Pisces energy is perfect for doing tarot readings, spiritual downloads, healing, mystical and romantic themes, and really connecting with your inner world. So this eclipse, again, will spark the change, and Pisces will help you integrate it. And then finally this week, this is major. We have Saturn conjunct Neptune. So the last time this happened was about 36 years ago. So people around my age, a lot of us, we have that Saturn-Neptune conjunction in Capricorn. But this time Saturn's conjunct Neptune at 0 degrees Aries, the very start of the zodiac. I didn't personally look back, but I know an astrologer that went back, and they went through the ephemeris for over 6,000 years and could not find this happening. So it's been over 6,000 years at least that this has happened. This exact conjunction here, never in recorded history. So this is pretty huge because Saturn conjunct Neptune is rare enough, but 0 degrees Aries, that's major here. So Saturn, the themes here are structure, reality, discipline, commitment. Neptune, dreams, spirituality, imagination, disillusion. So now it's like, we're going to get these realizations like, where have you been living in fantasy without foundation? Can you make this dream you have real? It's a combination because conjunction combines the energies of what's involved here. So this conjunction specifically can bring vision plus responsibility, spirituality and realism, faith and follow through. So those are things you can expect at a personal level. I find it so fascinating. I was listening to the Astrology podcast with Chris Brennan, and him and other astrologers, they go back and they look at the history of conjunctions that have happened. And with Saturn and Neptune, there is a huge, the conjunction, there's almost every time, or they're in every time they've conjoined, there's been topics or things revolving like secret organizations being revealed and cults and things like that. Issues with elites, and we have that going on right now. And it kind of was first exposed when Saturn and Neptune, they did come close to conjoining before. This time they're coming exact. So we won't get into like all of it now, but you guys know like all the stuff that's being revealed now, it's part of this conjunction. So it's very interesting. And yeah, I'm super curious to see how this evolves. But I really think this is going to help us at the individual level and also the collective level to really step into our power and make the changes needed. So yeah, let me know what you think. Are you feeling this energy? It's a big week. So again, the storyline of the week, eclipse in Aquarius. A future door can open suddenly. Sun into Pisces, your intuition and soul start guiding the next step. And then Saturn and Neptune is 0 degrees Aries. Now you must commit to the vision and begin. So stop dreaming it, start living it. It's kind of the vibe. Yeah. So yeah, let me know how you're feeling. Are you feeling like a sense of destiny or seriousness? Any pressure? A lot of spiritual awakenings are going on around this time. Maybe you're awakening to a new level or knowing people around you are. But yeah, this is huge energy. But anyways, I could keep going. I want to keep going, but we'll save that for another day. If anyone wants to chat about it, let me know. But let's get into your tarot readings now. Welcome, group number 1, to your weekly reading. Before we get started, I just want to take a moment and say thank you. Thank you all so much for being here. You're all so welcome and so loved in this space. Thank you to your spirit guides, to my spirit guides for assisting with the reading. Thank you for sharing your precious time and energy with me today. Thank you, Spirit, for your clear and accurate messages. What can group number 1 expect this week? Oh, okay. Cards are like, let's go. Oh, okay. We have here the sun. It kind of like flipped around. Like, I don't know if you saw that. It kind of like just did one of these, you know? So I think there's a shift coming this week for you specifically that has to do with the sun. So the sun is our vitality, our life force. You know, we're looking at the sun in astrology especially, but this could be a change. Like maybe there's been a struggle, maybe there's been a little sadness, low energy. I feel like you're coming out the other end. I feel like this is about to be a successful, happy week for you. I feel like you're feeling more vital. And it's interesting, you were drawn to this card here where we see like watering pot, you know, like that's nurturing your health, your vitality, whatever it is going on in your life. I think through nurture, through getting the nutrients, the nourishment you need, like the plants, the sun, and the water. But I think there's something here. Wow, yeah, we have the Empress here in the bottom. Yeah, this is a very beautiful, nurturing week where you're feeling healthy, your body's feeling good, you're feeling connected with yourself. Maybe a huge connection with the earth, with other people. Relationships could be really going well at this time. If there's been any struggle within relationships, that's improving here. Because the Empress is ruled by Venus, which can rule, you know, relationships, love, our values, our preferences. Mm-hmm. The sun is moving into Pisces this week, and Venus loves being in Pisces. I feel like this is just, I'm picking up on these energies as a message that I feel like you're just feeling good this week. You're feeling good. Maybe some of you have just been feeling the heaviness of the world of life, and things are shifting. You know, we saw that sun shifting around. Okay. And I see that rainbow there, right? When I think of rainbows, it's like that beautiful event, like after the rain, maybe after a storm. Things were a little difficult, things were a little dark. And now it's like the sun's coming out again, bringing light and positivity into your world. You're seeing the beauty in all things. You're definitely feeling beautiful, feeling good this week. Yeah, for something with this effort card, it's like putting your people you're in relationship with in any form. I feel like you're putting effort into that. You're nourishing your relationships, you're nourishing your health, and really that's what's helping things go really well this week for you. Your relationship, yeah, the sun makes me think of father energy. Like it can represent the father in astrology. Empress is like mother energy, female energy. So yeah, there could be something here with an improvement in your relationship with your parents, but this really could be anyone, masculine or feminine, spirit's saying. I see 333 on the timer right now. And the number 3 too is the number of creativity, fun, companionship, communication. Work is going well this week. If you've been feeling a little stuck financially or all work, no play too, if that's been something that's been kind of keeping your energy low, I feel like there's more time for play, for fun this week. Like your inner child's definitely feeling fun here. But yeah, with the Eight of Pentacles here too, it's stuff with work, maybe going into this week, maybe you've been working really hard, like finishing deadlines, or just there's been a lot of pressure. I feel like there's a good flow this week coming through here. I feel like with your work. And also this could be with your creative projects. You're just really in the creative flow this week, especially, you have this Pisces energy. I feel like this is really going well for you. Creativity, work, relationships, health. Mm-hmm. Let's get some more cards here. And again, it's not just out of nowhere. It's like because you're putting the effort, the energy into improving your life, and you're seeing it into improving your relationships, your health, not overworking yourself. Oh, the North Node showing up, and we have the eclipse this week, which involves the nodes. You are very heavily affected. I mean, we all are, right? But Spirit wants to emphasize this. So this eclipse in Aquarius happening at like the final degree, the energetic degree of Aquarius, the day before we move into Pisces. So you can see where in your chart Aquarius Leo accesses and maybe get a little bit of an idea. If you guys ever want help with astrology or anything like that, but you can also find free resources online. But I think there's a big shift coming here too. Maybe there's been some feeling a little lost or confused about what you want. This could be purpose with the North Node. Purpose in career and relationships. Also, you moving to the North Node's on top here. Like when we're in the South Node, a lot of times in medical astrology, the South Node will talk about or show us where we have illness and things like that. So there is this big message coming through that there's better health. Maybe you guys, we're all connected, right? I always say this, but I was feeling very low energy last week. Like ever since the Super Bowl, I don't know, I felt drained. Maybe it's because I was at a party, so maybe I was exposed to something. Maybe like, I won't even get into it. Some people say it's like an energy siphoning thing, but I just wasn't feeling great, and now I'm starting to feel good again. And maybe that's you. Maybe it was a different time frame, but there's something here with vitality improving, energy improving, and now you're able to focus on relationships or on whatever it is you want to create. Priest coming out. And then on the bottom, let's see what we have. We have commitment here. And then we have destruction in reverse. Oh, another card wants to come out. Destruction in reverse with endings want to come out here together. Interesting. There could be something here you thought was over. You thought was destroyed, but you're mending it. This could have to do with a relationship or a commitment or even a job commitment because we have it under here. Okay, but also a message I'm getting, like with eclipses, a lot of times, the word eclipse, it eclipses things, takes things out of your life that are no longer aligned so you can step into your purpose. And Spirit wants you to know if any endings happen or anything that's going on with this eclipse season, it's not going to be destructive. It's not going to be overwhelming because sometimes we feel overwhelmed. We're like, we have sudden endings or sudden things happening in our life. Spirit wants you to know anything that shifts for you is actually freeing you. Because with the Nine of Pentacles, this only card like in reverse up here, this could be something being tied down or a lack of freedom in some way. So anything that ends is freeing you from any restrictions. So it's not a bad thing ending. Any endings that happen, it's freedom is coming from it that will lead you to healthier commitments, healthier relationships, better health, better work. This is going to be different for all of you. But there's no need to worry. I know sometimes there could be fear mongering with eclipse seasons or with certain transits. That's never my intention, but I know sometimes when we hear about like serious things or just endings, some people, we don't like endings, we don't like change as humans. But Spirit wants to reassure you that any shifts that are happening around this time are to free you and will not be destructive or too much. It wants to come through for some reason. Okay. Now let's get some oracle cards out here. Let's see, I have a few decks out. So, we already talked about some astrology. Spirit talks to me through astrology a lot lately because I'm just really back into the books, like deepening my understanding of it. But so that's so you might realize that too. That Spirit speaks to you in ways that make sense to you that may not make sense to everyone else. And I think you're going to start to get some spiritual messages this week with the priest coming out. I didn't even touch on that yet. Now it's making sense. You're very connected to spirit, and the way spirit talks to all of us, again, is different. To me, like, it's symbolism, astrology at this time, numbers. You're just going to be getting a lot of messages this week. And there's this, for some reason, this wants to come through, not to compare yourself to others and how they receive messages or how they connect or anything like that. All very unique, but anyway, so for your signs, maybe this could be confirmation. We have Leo, Taurus, and Libra energy coming through so far. I want to use an astrology deck here. What else wants to come through spirit this week for group number 1? Series, nurture, like more flower energy coming through here. Effort, nurture. Yeah, this is a week where I think you're already have been nurturing yourself and things, but maybe you're doing so even more. But through nurturing yourself, taking care of yourself, your relationships, putting effort towards what matters to you, that's where things blossom and bloom. I think you guys are about to you're feeling very loved and nurtured within your connections and commitments as well. There's a lot of beautiful connection here, a lot of nurturing, or a lot of community support, feeling held, feeling seen, feeling supported, which is really beautiful, especially if we have been feeling alone or having any difficulties in those areas. What deck should we do next? I'm going to do one of these today. Tell us more, Spirit. Best possible decision. Wow. Artemis, goddess of the bow, help me see what must be known. For those of you having to make a decision this week, we have courage on the bottom. Go with your gut, go with your intuition, go with your heart, even if it takes some courage, because you are going to make the right choice. This won't be maybe for everyone, but for those of you having to make a decision or anything like that, it's all going to work out in your favor. The best possible decision is coming through this week. Some of you, if you're waiting on something, maybe you're waiting on someone to decide on a job or a relationship, whatever it is, the decision's working out in your favor. The 18th this week could be important. The 18th is when Pisces season begins too. But yeah, that day, I think, is that Tuesday? Wait, okay, let's think for a second. I mean, we can figure it out, but today is the 14th and it's Saturday. I think it's Wednesday. Okay. All right, tell us more, Spirit, what's going on this week? What does group number 1 need to know? We the Hathors, deep love, mother's milk, birth is, sorry, my cat dropped some stuff. Deep love, mother's milk, birth is a portal. Wow, you guys, there's so much beautiful energy, motherly energy, loving energy, nurturing effort, that's coming through again. Deep love. We're feeling nurtured. We're feeling comforted. Whether this is literally from our mother or it's from some commitment, we're feeling really good. We're feeling connected. Birth is a portal. Some of you might be really working on some new idea, because birthing, obviously it could mean giving life to a human, but this could also be giving life to an idea. And mother's milk is nurturing our idea, putting effort, nurturing, love into our creative ideas, our work ideas, whatever this is. Oh, that makes so much sense. Yeah, you guys are going to have some inspiration. Maybe you already know what this is about, or there's some new idea coming this week. And you're going to be really have the time to nurture it and make this grow. And I think it's going to really lead to your purpose towards, a lot of enjoyment, satisfaction, fulfillment. This is awesome. I'm really liking all this energy. Hopefully this is really resonating for you guys. Any advice or anything else that wants to come through for group number 1, Spirit? What is meant for you will find you. This is the week. You guys, there's some sudden inspiration, sudden new ideas, purpose, people are finding you. What is meant for you will find you. And when you find that, you nurture that, it will grow. So we don't need to stress about timing, is what Spirit's saying. But what is meant to be will find you. Okay, someone love that. Let's see. Oh, we can do some tea leaves. Spirit, what's going on this week for group number 1? Work, achievement, and success. Wow, and on the bottom we have you will be playing a different role. That makes sense. You know, the North Node, which is like, you know, future focus, commitment, 8 of Pentacles, and then work. So maybe some of you are stepping into a new role. Oh my gosh. Great, good fortune. I said great, but good fortune, same thing. Good fortune's coming to you. A new role in work. There's success coming here. Wow. And then I have triumph over troubles and obstacles. With the eagle, it's making me think seeing things from a different perspective is really helping here. So yeah, I think obstacles and troubles are kind of what's ending here. I think some of you, this could be having to do with work or relationships. Some of you, health. Maybe it's multiple things. But you've been nurturing yourself, working on your mindset, working on your health, working on your goals. And it's really working. Your effort is paying off. The love, the nurturing you're putting towards what matters to you. It's not for nothing. There's results coming from that. All right, this week I wanted to get, speaking of nurturing, I wanted to use one of these cards. It's been a while, but these have like spiritual acts, self-care acts on them. And I wanted to see what could be really useful for us. So let's see, for group number 1, what self-care act or what ritual, what do you suggest this week for group number? Color therapy, interesting. Color therapy, chromotherapy, uses colors and shades to bring balance and well-being. Each color has a unique light wavelength. Color therapy uses the energy of each shade to boost your mental and physical well-being. Colors can bring you into flow, boosting creativity and create a state of contentment and calm. Color is a powerful communication tool. It can be used to signal action and influence mood. You know, I sometimes use color therapy and I dress according to like the days of the week or like I did on Thursday this week. I definitely wore green for Jupiter's day. I think I did have some abundance come in that day too. But yeah, maybe just working with the colors. Maybe if you want more energy or something, wearing like more red and things like that. But let's see, what does it say here? Self-care practice. By the way, if you want to screenshot this, you totally can. Set aside 10 minutes, grab your art supplies, begin to draw, nature and abstract, etc. Use only bright and uplifting colors. And then 2, bring colors strategically into your home. Bright, warm, and uplifting colors promote good mood and positivity. This can easily be accomplished with a bouquet of flowers. Yeah, I've noticed so many people have moved to having like beige homes, which is fine if that's what you'd like. But I'm like, I like color, and I totally believe in color therapy. Now that I'm thinking about it, I'm like, I have like reds and greens a lot around. Like, I don't know. I do think it makes a difference. And again, you can do this with flowers. You can do this with making art. But maybe look into what different colors mean, like green for abundance, but also it could be associated with the heart chakra, or maybe it just means something specific to you. And journal questions here. Am I aware of the colors in my life? Do I choose my colors with awareness? Maybe this could really shift things for you and shift your energy when you're in need of it. I love that. Okay. Like something I could like sit here. I love like sometimes these readings. I'm like, oh, is this talking to me? I want to think about this some more. Okay, now, oops. Okay. This wanted to come through for your affirmation. I didn't even, in this moment, I give myself permission to trust my intuition. Ooh, this could be powerful to say, because again, we have that priest coming through, messages coming through. For those of you who doubt your spiritual gifts or your intuition, you can say this affirmation throughout the week. I give myself permission to trust my intuition. Okay, so you guys can screenshot this or write it down so you remember to say it. You can say it with me now. I give myself permission to trust my intuition. All right, now we're at the end of your reading where we're going to answer a yes or no question you have. So if you're new here, let me just explain. So this could be anything at all. So you can ask a question about the week ahead, about this reading, or whatever is on your mind. But what I would like you to do is state out loud or in your mind a yes or no question you would like the answer to. You can pause the video if you need more time. Spirit, what is the answer to the viewer's question? You're going in the right direction. So it sounds like a yes, but take how this resonates to your question too. But look at where you said, I give myself permission to trust my intuition. This like pendulum is saying like your intuition is guiding you in the right direction. But yes, you are going in the right direction. Love it. All right, group number 1. That concludes your weekly reading. I hope it resonated. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you got value from the reading. If you did, please subscribe if you haven't already and like this video. You can hype the video if that's an option. Leave a comment down below. Like I mentioned in the intro, if you're interested in a private reading or memberships, those links are in both the description and pinned comment. Thank you all again so much for being here. I truly am so grateful for each and every one of you. I love you so, so, so much, and I will see you in the next one. Bye, group number 1. I love you. Welcome, group number 2, to your weekly reading. Before we get started, I just want to take a moment and say thank you. Thank you all so much for being here. You're all so welcome and so loved in this space. Thank you for sharing your precious time and energy with me today. Thank you to your spirit guides, to my spirit guides for assisting with the reading. Thank you, Spirit, for your clear and accurate messages. What can group number 2 expect this week? What's going on this week for group number 2? Oh, we have the Ten of Swords in reverse. So when you think of this, it's like the swords are falling out of the person's back, like in the Rider-Waite-Smith version. Meaning, if you've been feeling stuck or hurt or in a bad situation, things are turning around for you. Sometimes this can be the end of pain, like physical pain. At least this has happened for me. This was a while back, but this is a tip too for anyone like learning tarot. I know a lot of you already know this, but when you can draw daily cards and like record it in a journal. So draw a card in the morning and then reflect at the end of the day, and that can kind of, or not kind of, really help you grasp what the card meanings and what they mean to you specifically. But one of the things for Ten of Swords in reverse is the end of physical pain. This could be painful situations too, but for me, physical pain is one. Like I was dealing with like headaches or back pain at some point in the past, and when I pulled that, like literally that day, I noticed my pain subsided, and it was like the end of that. But let's get more cards to see what this could be about for you specifically. Yeah, maybe the pain's going away, you're getting your spark back, your groove back. And we have the Devil here. There could be, let's see, let's get another force. So we have Capricorn energy coming through. Are these illustrated by the same? Oh my gosh, yeah. This deck usually has a different illustrator for each and every card, but this illustrator has 2 cards and they pulled them. I was like, wait, there's like a heart. They looked familiar. I was like, that's the same artist. Irene Lorenzi. Maybe that means something to someone. Irene Lorenzi. But those are definitely related then. That's so interesting. I didn't know some of them did duplicates, but it's a collective deck. Is that what they call them when each card's supposed to be designed by a different artist? Let's look in the bottom here. We have the 2 of Pentacles. So yeah, you can see that's a Martinique Fisher. Okay. Yeah, see, they have the same vibe. That's what I noticed first. You could be releasing a toxic habit, a bad relationship, a bad job. There could be like, maybe you just had this like pain in the ass boss, because sometimes the devil can literally be a jerk boss. And we have 2 of Pentacles, which can be like employment here. So maybe there was like a jerk boss or somebody who works with, and all of a sudden they're like being transferred or left or something. Or you're getting a new opportunity, a new job here. Because at the Page of Wands, this could be a new beginning here. But pages can also mean messages coming in. So some of you may be receiving a message this week that is the end of a painful situation. The 2 is always going to indicate a choice too, or decision. So I mean, maybe you're going to, something's going to come up. They're like, do you want to do this? And look, we have 2 things here. Yeah. I think you're going to get the choice, like, oh, you can leave this bad situation or have this new adventure, or do this new thing that improves your life. Like, it's going to be different. We're going to get more cards to get the specifics, but things are looking up for you. Things are improving. It's like a 10 is an ending, a page could be a new beginning here. Whatever you felt trapped and chained to, that with the swords falling off, is what I'm seeing is those chains are being cut. Again, bad relationship, bad job, something here. And now with the Page of Wands, this brings so much freedom too. Something's freeing you. You're getting your spark back. You're getting your light back. You're no longer feeling constricted to something that was not serving you. Okay, tell us more about this, Spirit. Okay, there's a lot of cards wanted to come out here. Divinity, and this other card that fell out right away was the Veil. And then we have Message and False Narrative. These did come out in reverse here. We'll take that into consideration, but I just want to put them up right. Yeah, maybe there's been someone in your life that's been spreading rumors or causing you trouble, talking bad about you, or that's being taken away. Spirit is protecting you. You are so protected spiritually, especially at this time. I mean, you guys always are. But your spirit guides, your angels, your ancestors here want you to know that they're taking away this devil energy. This could be, yeah, gossipers, false friends, jerk boss, like situations that were just false too. Maybe you had a fault, like something that was unaligned, like a job that wasn't aligned, a belief system. Your angels, your guides are taking that away this week. And you're going to be receiving a message. Again, this could be about employment or a check coming in the mail for some of you. Even maybe someone owes you money, or you've been waiting on some kind of decision, because remember the decisions were coming through. That's coming through this week. And maybe there's been someone who is really trying to stop from paying you, or maybe even doing legal stuff with you. What this is going to be different, but I'm just saying what's coming through. So apply this to your specific situation. But Spirit's protecting you. They're removing this energy, and you're getting the results you want. And now you're free. You're free of the false narrative. You're free of the false people. You know, it's been revealed to you. The veil's been lifted. You're able to see through people now. You don't need to worry moving forward about this happening again, or about these false friends or false people, negative relationships, whatever it is for you. You're now able to see clearly. You can see through people. You can feel energy. And, you know, in the past, maybe that was something we had to learn, but Spirit's protecting us. And now you're able to see. You're able to see past the falseness, and you're free of limiting beliefs, the false matrix, things that were keeping you stuck. You're free. And you're very protected. And those of you who have left a relationship recently, a romantic relationship specifically, or are doing that now, there's someone new coming into your life too. I'm not getting, I don't know if this is exactly this week, but yeah, there's like a spark, a connection that's being built here, especially now that you're freeing yourself from something. It could be like a soul-aligned relationship coming through. Let's get some more cards here. Let's see. Who's this one next? Oh, it's interesting. I'm getting this message. So I don't know if you watched the astrology. It's okay if you didn't. But Saturn and Neptune conjunctions in the past have led to false narratives or secret societies or negative intentions to be revealed. So yeah, I think there's someone's false narrative, someone's ill intentions or hidden agendas being revealed to you today. You know, and it's to protect you. You might hear about something happening or someone doing something, but it's all to protect you and free you from that situation. Hmm. We have Chiron coming through, heal. Oh my gosh, yeah, this. So we were talking about the Ten of Swords falling out right away, right? Healing emotionally and physically. There's a lot of healing going on here. The wounds you've been feeling, you're healing them. You're moving forward again. That like spark, that energy, that zest for life is coming back. That sometimes can go away when you're in emotional or physical pain. I love it. Like, look, he's like juggling and he's on a heart. It's like you're just living from your heart, feeling good, free. Tell us more, Spirit. Wow, okay. Spirit wants to come back to this message. Card number 26. True love come to me. True love shall come to me. As I do will, so mote it be. Yeah, a lot of you could be healing from past relationships and now you're ready for true love to come in. Or maybe you're finding out certain things about someone. Maybe there was a third party situation or something happened here. Spirit wants you to know it's protection because they weren't the one for you. Spirit's bringing your true love. We had to heal maybe from past relationships before they could come in. We had to let go of situationships. We had to free ourselves from whatever this energy was so the real deal can come in here, true love. And for some of you, this could be, soul aligned friendships too. Maybe there's some trouble in that area, but for a lot of you, this could be romantic love. Spirit's talking about. Tell us more, please, Spirit. The void that came out in reverse here. Stop, embrace winter, great cosmic womb. So I'm really feeling this in the reverse position. I feel like a lot of you are coming out of the void. Maybe you feel like you've been in the darkness, you've been sick, you've been healing. For a few of you, yeah, maybe you're being called to be still, to heal. If you're not already doing the healing work, this could be the time to do it. Some of you are already healed and you're ready. But if you're wanting this true love, healing is needed. And again, some of you you're coming out of your winter or you're in it now. But I can see, I think honestly, everyone here, like, because we have this light coming out through the Ten of Swords falling out, you're ready to come out of the void. You're ready to come out of the void. Your spring is coming. I really felt that energy today, which means growth. Things coming to light, things coming into fruition. I've never checked if we were in frame. Yeah, we're good. Tell us more about this week, Spirit. Your advice, guidance. The precious present moment. So interesting. I did a meditation this morning. We're all connected, but I feel like sometimes I get messages being in the present moment. Sometimes we can get in our head, right? So this is guidance that's coming through with this deck here, with this card. If you feel worried about the future, or you're analyzing the past, or feeling anxious about anything, then you're not really in the present moment. And Spirit's saying to get back in the present moment is the best way is to come back to our breath. Just spend a few minutes breathing in and out. And that will get you back into the present, because the present is all there is, right? That's the now, and that's where the magic happens. But it's really important to be present, right? Especially if we want to be present in our relationships, work, all of that. But I also think this is coming through the precious present moment, like this week, right now. The present moment, right now. When you're watching this, I think this is Spirit saying, now is your time. Now is your time for love. Now is your time to clear the past and to move on to something new here, to start coming out of the void, to start blooming and blossoming and experiencing more. Okay. Put some tea leaves now. It tells more about the week ahead for group number 2. Ooh, an announcement. Okay, this makes sense. We had message, announcement. You're hearing something. You're getting some news this week. You're getting news this week, that's for sure. The other half of the deck now. Oh, cat's meowing. What are you doing? Oh, love it. Unicorn. Use your intuition to make beneficial changes. And time to get out of a situation. Yes. Time to get out of a situation. That's where we're coming back full circle, right? Like maybe hearing something about someone, so you're going to be able to leave because it wasn't right for you, and your intuition will confirm that. You're being awakened of something that needs to change, needs to leave. And maybe there's a situation with your boss, like we were talking about with work, with relationships, with friendships. This is coming back to confirm that message. Now it's time to get out. And your intuition, these cards came out together, right? Your intuition will let you know it's time to get out of a situation and make beneficial changes. And for some of you, this could be about a friendship or a relationship that's just not aligned, so then that real love can come in. But take how this resonates. As with any reading, take what resonates. Apply it to your life, your situation here. So this week we're doing something a little different. I felt called to use this deck. So this deck will give different rituals, self-care practices. So let's see what would be beneficial for you to do this week if you feel called to it. What ritual, what self-care practice would be beneficial for group number 2 this week? Baths. There's also something here too. When this deck was created, they mismatched the images with the backs. Spending time with animals and nature is coming through too for someone here. You know, that's going to be a message. But also baths. Like if you're someone like me, maybe you're like, I don't like baths, or I don't have one or something. But you can also do shower cleanses. But let's just see what it says. I don't even know. We all know the amazing benefits of a hot bubble bath. It soothes the muscles, eases tension, and soothes the entire body and soul. Allow your bath to be a soothing moment of bathing and to be a soothing moment of bathing meditation to bring you into the moment and aware of your senses. You guys can screenshot this if you'd like, because there's a practice here. It says, allocate yourself at least 10 uninterrupted minutes. Perhaps incorporate some aromatherapy for an extra boost. Lavender, etc. Get in, relax, and concentrate on your breathing. As you breathe in, feel your belly rising. As you breathe out, let all the tension and stress from the day go. It helps you to activate the relaxation response. Next, focus on sensations. Feel the warm water surrounding you. Notice the soothing aromatherapy wafting through the air. Allow your attention to rest in this moment. When it begins to wander, bring it back. Allow your bath to be a small moment of bathing meditation, offering you soothing relief. This is so interesting. We were talking about coming back to the breath to be present. Spirit really wants to emphasize that. So even if it's not in the bath, this is confirmation that that breathwork technique to be present is really what your guides are suggesting this week. And then there is a question here. What sensations do I feel right now? So that'll be a great one to ask yourself or journal about to really get back into your body as well. There's also that like 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 method if you're feeling anxious that could help. So I don't know if I'm gonna remember this exact, but I think I can probably get it. Okay, so it's like name 5 things you can see right now. And then is it 4 things you can touch? 3 things you can hear? Like 2 things you can smell, 1 thing you can taste. You know, the order of them might be wrong, but that's really what you go through, and that'll just bring you into your body and connect to the senses. Love that. But yeah, a bath is always a good way, especially to get some alone time if you don't have any. And the candle. Show yourself some self-love. All right, let's get an affirmation for you. What affirmation would be helpful for group number 2 to state throughout the week? This goes really well with the bath. I allow myself to slow down, rest, and relax. I bet someone right now is like, I don't have time to take baths or something. That's where it's like, hey, I allow myself to slow down, rest, and relax. Love it. So you guys can screenshot this, write it down, say it with me. I allow myself to slow down, rest, and relax. Like that. All right, and now we're going to wrap up your reading as usual by answering a yes or no question you have. So if you're new here, it's super easy. All you have to do is think of a question. It could be about this reading itself, the week ahead, or whatever is on your mind. So what I would like you to do is state out loud or in your head a yes or no question you would like the answer to. Pause the video if you need more time. Spirit, what is the answer to the viewer's question? Unlikely. And on the bottom it says not the right time. So maybe something you're asking about is unlikely to happen this week, but it doesn't mean it won't ever happen. And this could be a totally unrelated message here. Cord cutting. Something's leaving your life that has been a negative attachment. So that's another message. But take how this resonates to your specific question. Ooh, and that says let go. Yeah, maybe there's something we're meant to let go. But take how that resonates. But that concludes your reading. I hope it resonated. I hope you enjoyed the reading. I hope you got value from it. If you did, please subscribe if you haven't already and like this video. You can hype the video if that's an option. Leave a comment down below. Let me know what group you're coming from. And like I mentioned in the intro, if you're interested in a private reading or joining memberships, those links are below in a pinned comment and in the description. Thank you all again so much for being here. I truly am so grateful for each and every one of you. I love you so, so, so much. And I will see you in the next one. Bye, group number 2. I love you. Welcome, group number 3, to your reading. You're drawn to this card and crystal here. Before we get started, I just want to take a moment and say thank you. Thank you all so much for being here. You're all so welcome and so loved in this space. Thank you for sharing your precious time and energy with me today. Thank you to your spirit guides, to my spirit guides for assisting with the reading. And I made that noise because I dropped a card. And thank you, Spirit, for your clear and accurate messages. What can group number 3 expect this week? Ooh, a mystery is being revealed. Okay, I was like, I wonder what this is about. The moon is something coming to light. Let's see. Ooh, an Ace of Cups. Definitely a new beginning. So someone might be revealing their feelings to you this week. This won't be for everyone. Take how that resonates. Okay, explain more, please. Yeah. 7 of Cups. Let's see what's on the bottom. 6 of Swords. Oh, I really like this 6 of Swords. Pretty. There's a transition coming here. Also, I feel like there's something here with a decision. Maybe if you felt confused or not sure on a choice, I feel like, of course, use your discernment, use your intuition. But I feel like there's something like if you were like stay the same or go the new direction, in something that maybe it's a relationship, maybe it's a job. It really seems to me that a lot of you are deciding to choose a new path, to transition to something else. And I think it's going to bring you so much emotional fulfillment. If you've been feeling bored or stuck or indecisive, you're getting clarity this week on what choice to make. And again, it seems like you're choosing a new road, a new something here. Even another ace is on the bottom of the deck. A new page, a new chapter is unfolding for you. And the reason why, or the decision is going to be clear. Tell us more about this. Yeah, I'm still really getting this message. You look here, there's like pink behind the eyes here. I feel like there's someone who has had hidden feelings that are being revealed this week for some people too. If you were unsure how someone felt, can be hearing from you. Okay, tell us more. Can you clarify this, Spirit? And we have a travel card coming through, which also the Six of Swords is one of the movement cards. You see they're on boat there, but here's a bus. There's definitely forward momentum here. Oh, some of you might be making the decision to go on a trip or maybe to move. Wow, community is coming through here. For those of you who, oh my, and then commitment on the bottom. Relationships are a focus here. Okay, I know this is not the first time I've had this message, but it's coming through either way for group number 3. For those of you who have been feeling lonely, disconnected, not finding a partner, not finding your soul tribe, and you've been feeling like changing location. So tarot reading, I like to use it as confirmation. You know, I don't want you to use this like if you don't feel like moving at all and love where you live. This doesn't mean just go move, you know. But this is confirmation. If you've been feeling that in your heart, you've been feeling a calling to change locations. This is confirmation that by doing that, by making that shift, you will find your people. If you're looking for love, you will find that. And for some of you, this commitment maybe could be a job too, but you'll find your people, you know, by changing location. Some of you might even meet them just by like switching up your routine, going to different neighborhoods around you, going on vacation. But for a lot of you, there's something here with making a decision. And I don't know if ever, like, you know, we're talking about 1 week here. This could just be you making the choice. Because remember that choice is coming up before you making the choice to look into moving or to decide to do that. One more of these. We have healer coming through too. Some of you also, if you might work in the healing practices or you want to, or maybe where you are currently at, maybe there aren't a lot of healers or people, you know, who are into that kind of stuff, and changing location can also make you find the right people for you in that sense, the right employment opportunities, clients. It also could just be very healing too. A lot of you are healers in some way, and you're meant, the way you heal is through connection to others. And maybe we've been in this phase of life where we've been hermits or just, you know, same routine, same people. And I think no matter what your situation is, even if you're not moving, there's a big shift in community and in relationships here for the better. There's new friendships coming in, new relationships for those looking, new places or people to help heal you. A lot of times we heal through relationships of all kinds. And I think there could be a new relationship coming into your life, or multiple, that really helps you heal and move to the next level here. Healer, Six of Swords. For those of you, the moon upright sometimes can be like in a cloudy or emotional state, very emotional, maybe mental health stuff going on. You know, we all go through cycles, right? The moon is cycles as well. But with that in reverse next to the Ace of Cups, this could be a week where you really start to feel a renewal here, a renewal of happiness, renewal of energy, of emotional well-being. And you're going to really move forward from that. There's a lot of forward momentum, a lot of messages coming through here. As with any general reading, take what resonates, with the rest behind. get some more cards out for you. Make sure we're in frame enough. I think we're. I'll just light back on. Tell us more about this week, Spirit. Yeah, we do have a lot of powerful astrological energy this week. Even if you're watching it at a later time, messages still apply to you. But it makes sense that there's these shifts and new beginnings coming, right? Solar eclipse, sun's changing signs. We have that really rare conjunction. But okay, let's. And the moon too. I know this is a solar eclipse, but the moon's in reverse here. So maybe the moon in reverse can sometimes literally mean the sun. Like, I think it was really affecting you, and it's happening in Aquarius, which is the collective. But it's the Aquarius Leo axis, so it's like self and relationships. There's a big positive shift in relationships coming through. Let's get more information. I feel like I could just keep going on about that, but maybe I'm getting repetitive. Tell us more, please, Spirit. Mercury messages. Yeah, you could be getting some news this week or communicating also your needs. And then we have Libra, balance. Okay, and Libra can rule relationships too, the 7th house of relationships. Mercury in Libra. Okay, that could be some people's sign here or your birth chart, but it's okay if it's not. But you're going to be hearing, so you are hearing from a specific person, but also communicating what you need to bring balance into your life, harmony in your life. And maybe where you've been clouded, you're like, I don't know why I feel stuck or not super satisfied. Like, it's becoming clear maybe what you need to bring life into balance, relationships into balance. Again, some of you, maybe this is a new location or just seeking out new relationships or new healing modalities. But you're going to get clarity here on how to bring life into more harmony, into balance. And also, I think there's going to be good communication with relationships this week. I think overall there's a lot of harmony in relationships, whether these are new ones coming in, because sometimes the Ace of Cups, this can be like a renewal in a relationship. If there's been any struggle or things, unsure of how people feel, like things are going well, you're communicating, you're moving forward if there were issues. Creativity is coming through. 33. Oh, for group number 3. 33, that could mean something to some of you. Creativity. By all above and all below, let me connect, let creativity flow. And then, wow, I can't help but notice there's victory on the bottom here too. A lot of you, you're going to get a creative solution to overcome some situation here, but victory is coming for you. Another thing I'm getting, I know I keep coming back to this, but something about changing location too can really, even if it's just changing your environment where you work and stuff, like going to a new location or going for a walk, you're going to get a lot of, creativity with this movement, however that applies to you. But some of you, like even just switching up your routine or traveling, you can get really creative solutions on how to overcome something that's been going on here. What does it say? I shall celebrate and I shall rise. I will let victory make me wise. Mm-hmm. That's just all I'm getting from that. A creative solution to something. Your victory is coming. Forward momentum's coming. Is there another? I kind of want to get just a tarot card. What is this victory about? Because we didn't really talk about like competitions or anything like that. What is this victory about? The Queen of Pentacles. Okay, there's something here that could be with money or work. Yeah, the Ace of Pentacles is on the bottom. There's the victory has to do with work or money. There could be money coming in. You can be getting, again, like figuring out how to create more income, getting maybe your creative projects are bringing that in, your side hustle, or there could be a new job, a new opportunity to make money and overcome any issues you've been having with that. Okay. See 12:12 on the clock. Oh, and that can be like 3:3. What else wants to come through this week for group number 3? Lost lands, soul memories and gifts. You've done this before. Ooh, some gifts from past lives are coming online here. It could be healing gifts too. Yeah, certain healing gifts, creative gifts, and that's going to help bring you success and a lot of abundance. Oh, I love that. Yeah, new psychic gifts and abilities. Could have to do with creativity. Those are coming through here. And it's some gifts and skills that are going to come to you easily. That's how you're going to know that you've done this in past lives. Super interesting. And a lot of you are going to be able to make a career or make money from this too, or you're just going to really love doing it at least. And these can really come online when you travel to a new location. This happens. Some people like travel, like a lot of times, maybe it's overseas or something because we had that Six of Swords, but I know not everyone's traveling overseas this week. But just changing your environment and maybe even just learning about new places, something's going to spark these soul memories and gifts, and something's going to come online that's going to help shift you forward here. And that's the image is making me think of Atlantis. So maybe this could be confirmation for those of you who really connect with the lost city of Atlantis. What guidance, what further messages do you have for group number 3 this week? Oh, this came out in another group. The precious present moment. So if you ever are in moments where you feel really stuck worrying about the future, anxious about the past, or anything like that, you just feel a little, yeah, I guess out of your head, like not in the present. Coming back to your breath, breathing in and out, that'll get you back in the present moment. And when you're in the present moment, that's where creativity shines through. That's where your intuition comes in. But I think Spirit's also using this card, the precious present moment, the now. We're talking about, like, right now, this week. I think this is really when you're having a big shift. But Spirit wants you to come back to your breath when you need to. And also, I think that, again, will be when you get this amazing insight. But I also see this as peace and harmony. We also saw, with Libra balance, I think this is further confirmation that your life is becoming more harmonious, more peaceful. You're able to rest more. There's been troubled times where you weren't sure how you're getting ahead. Things are getting easier and more peaceful for you. Tell us more. Wow, romance is in the air. Okay. Look at this. You were highly thought of. These cards came out for a reason. Remember, I was saying someone wants to, yeah, someone wants to tell you how they feel. Romance is in the air for singles, someone's going to tell you there's romance in the air. I mean, even if you're in a relationship, things could just be going well on the romantic level. Maybe just telling each other how you truly feel, really admiring each other, words of affirmation. But yeah, for a lot of you, someone could be telling you how they truly feel on a romantic level. Some more. It's too many. Oh, look at that. You are on the road to success. You are on the road to success. I love it. You really are. And sometimes we might not be able to see it because, the mountain, we don't really see the way through. We just see we have to go uphill, but because a lot of there are new changes, there's shifts happening here, but it's leading you to so much success. Because we have all these aces coming through, new beginning energy, and we had victory too. Yeah, Spirit wants you to know, even if you can't really see it, keep taking steps forward. You are on the road to success. We have abundance, emotional fulfillment, victory, community, commitment, healing. Yeah, with mystery too, you might not be able to see everything right now, but Spirit wants to confirm with you that you are on the road to success. Keep moving forward. Beautiful. All right, now we're going to do something a little different this week and get a self-care practice that could be helpful. We already talked about breath work, but let's see what else wants to come through. What self-care practice would be helpful for group number 3 to practice this week if it resonates. Let's see here. Healing through art. Some of these are mismatched. I'm like, oh, that image looks right. It's pretty. Oh, we had creativity come through here. Oh, that makes sense. Okay. During creativity, we come into flow. We connect with the moment, and all the rest floats out of our experience. Entering the moment and expressing one's inner self through art and creativity is an excellent way to enhance self-knowledge and self-expression. So you guys can screenshot this if you want, because there's a practice here and some questions to journal about. I'll read it for you. So the self-care practice: 1, get your supplies ready in a safe space. Then set a timer for 10 minutes and begin to create. Do not think about how it should turn out. Simply focus on expressing yourself. And then watch how your energy changes as you begin to allow yourself to express without judgment. From here, you can choose to continue, or you can find that the simple 10-minute session has already calmed you. And then the questions here to ask yourself: how and where do I express my emotions? Do I express them in the way I want? Ooh, I love that. Did we get, yeah, because we got the messages too with Libra. Yeah, maybe that is something really powerful actually to think about. How do you express your emotions? Do I express them the way I want? But there is something here about expression of feelings coming through. All right, now we're going to get your affirmation of the week. What affirmation would be helpful for group number 3 to work with this week? I am exactly where I need to be in this moment. Ooh, and that's like the present moment too. In this present moment, I am where I need to be. So that's bringing us back to that exact thing. Not, worry about in the future or something we did in the past or what we need to get done. I think that's Spirit is calling us to be in the present moment again with that. And well, also I'm getting from that is we don't want to compare ourselves to others, right? Like I should have the relationship now or the friendship or the money or whatever, the career. Oh, something fell to the ground. I didn't even ask this yet, but Spirit wants you to know you're going in the right direction. You're where you need to be. You don't compare your timing to others. You're about to have a lot of forward momentum and everything in your life, but we don't need to compare ourselves. You are on your path. You're exactly where you're meant to be. You are on the road to success. You don't need to worry about that. All right, you can write that down. I don't know if I said that like usual. Write it down. Say it with me. I just feel like more messages are flooding through with that. I am exactly where I need to be. Mm-hmm. All right, now we will finish up your reading by answering a yes or no question you have. So this could be about the reading itself, the week ahead, or whatever is on your mind. So what I would like you to do is state out loud or in your mind a yes or no question you would like the answer to. All right, pause the video if you need more time. Spirit, what is the answer to the viewer's question? Choose a new direction. Again, some of us are being called to move or to shift and do things a little bit differently. But take how that resonates to your specific question, because that could have a whole different meaning, right? And look, there's like a eye here. I don't think I haven't really focused on this when I pulled this card before with the moon there. Follow your intuition. It will guide you in the right direction. And when you're in that present moment, that's when you can really connect with your intuition. And I feel like this looks like contradiction here, but it's not. It's different types of messages here. This one could be like physical location. This is being present and not comparing yourself. But anyways, that concludes your reading group number 3. I hope it resonated. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you got value from it. If you did, please subscribe if you haven't already. Like this video, hype this video if that's an option. Leave a comment down below. Let me know what group you're coming from. And like I mentioned in the intro, if you are ever interested in a private reading or joining memberships, those links are in both the pinned comment and in the description. Thank you all again so much for being here. I truly am so grateful for each and every one of you. I love you so, so, so much. And I will see you in the next one. Bye, group number 3. I love you.